So I'm going to position myself so I can see the countdown clock for the next one. It's my great pleasure to welcome our second finalist, which is Drone Technologies New Zealand. Based in Taranaki, Drone Technologies has focused on creating a near real-time model of water health along river corridors, accessible to both research partners and the public. So they're just having a quick setup now, and we'll be starting with them very shortly. Thanks.
My name is Ben Plummer, CEO of Drone Technologies and Project Lead for MyWhy. I'm passionate about water. My kids swim in our local river. I'm a keen surfer and fisherman. I observed water quality firsthand. When selecting a city for tertiary education in 2004, Christchurch was a natural choice. A short drive to Taylor's Mistake for surf, winter months a stunning drive up the Rakai River to Mount Hatsuria, where I earned additional income as a ski instructor. Introducing MyWhy, My Water, a near real-time drone water collection and reporting service. Results are displayed on an online dashboard for purchase. New Zealand faces challenges in managing our water. The quality, health, availability and economic value of our water bodies are under threat. To respond effectively to these challenges, we need to have a good understanding of these water resources. The figures shown here demonstrate we lack detailed information around New Zealand water bodies. MyWhy provides autonomous, near real-time monitoring of rivers, streams and coastline health. Our contribution to understanding water is the development and prototyping of an autonomous aerial water sampler. Obtaining water samples is critical to understanding our effective management of our water resources. Drone sampling has the technology to vastly increase the speed and range at which scientists both obtain water samples while reducing the cost and effort. Our unique value proposition is an independent sampling service with exclusive aerial access to our New Zealand water bodies. Clean water is essential for our livelihood, yet controlling water quality is an ongoing challenge. Who's causing New Zealand's deteriorating water quality and who are the major contributors? Our solution provides a greater frequency of sampling, is more cost effective and reduces the risk around human sampling in water bodies. This is our custom results dashboard. MyWhy will undertake actual sampling at geolocated sites. Key software integration partner Spectrobotics has provided the online fusion technology you see here. This data is real time. Blue dots are Canterbury testing sites. The orange markers are sites overdue for collection. The dashboard displays water sample results, pulls together data sets from existing ground sensors such as rainfall, water volumes and water flows, plus Airbus satellite layers like NVDI and turbidity to provide a total overview of our water quality. Here we demonstrate the total accessible market in New Zealand for the next 3 years, and by year 4 and 5, MyWide aims to launch outside of New Zealand. Expansion is planned through a drone data collection franchise model. Results are uploaded and filtered through a single dashboard portal. We believe the transformative power of data lies in integration rather than the mere collection. The MyWide model highlights data aggregation together with GIS and Internet of Things. Our customers need up-to-date data, including satellite owners who require actual ground truthing to validate their data sets. In previous projects, DroneTech has demonstrated the ability to work with the civil aviation, obtaining permission to fly a drone beyond line of sight. Key partnerships provide software and testing expertise we don't currently have within our existing team. In summary, we have identified the problem. Where and who are the major water pollutants? Our product service includes advanced hardware, software and technology. We have validated the concept through industry interviews and research. Our management team and software partners are business experts. Collection methods and sample analysis follow strict scientific principles. These steps conclude a real impact. MyWide takes water seriously. We are engaged in looking after the health of our water by measuring and monitoring. The solution is our contribution to ensuring we have safe, swimmable water bodies for our kids and future generations. Thanks for listening, and I welcome your questions. So we have a regional market to start with, and then we expand out of there. As I mentioned with the dashboard, we have the ability to overlay multiple data sets, including the aerial remote satellite sensing, and that can give us the client a one single portal to obtain all that data for their scientific research or for regulatory bodies to determine flow rates and allocating water resources.
Yeah, but the intention is as well to actually achieve service of the product. What would you intend to do in the next 6 to 9 months as a deliverable, as in something that you achieve that helps the intention of the challenge?
Well, we're fortunate. Last week we were recognised with an environmental award in our region, in the Taranaki Regional Council, for some other projects we're working on. So this is very much a development, a need. I mean, this is a solution for their wants. So we're very targeted about satisfying our first client and then demonstrating that in that sort of unique environment there. And then with our franchise model of using other drone operators around New Zealand, using our procedures and methodology that we're refining, they'll have a consistent collection sampling service there, which is peer reviewed, and the sampling is done initially at a third-party scientific lab in Hamilton at the moment. Cool. One minute. Any further questions?
I'll ask you one. From the sampling perspective, I may ask before you said part of the demo. Is there any way that you can optimize the way of sampling and reduce the time of sending it to the lab, etc., as part of the research plan as well?
Yeah, you're very, very relevant, and so one step at a time. Let's prove the methodology. Let's get the service up and down our corridors, working with the regulators to approve it. Once we've refined that, once we've refined the payload to potentially carry more samples on board, we'll bring that back to our vehicle, which is positioned alongside the water bodies, And within our research, we've been able to find some sort of testing labs that can go on the back of the go on the back of the van, so we can actually upload those results real time to our dashboard and give you a very rapid response to the investigation.
You referred looking at a large number of rivers, which means very remote locations. And how would you expect to handle rivers beyond line of sight within the regulatory framework, and also maintaining a comms link, which would infer autonomous operation being visualised?
Yes, it's very relevant, and the technology is almost exceeding the regulatory framework at the moment. So in 2017, we've conducted some beyond line of sight exercises that have all been above board and legal with Transpower and with the leasing of the civil aviation. And now we have partners within our reach that have devices that can go on here that say if you have loose satellite communication, or you are physically, say, have to fly over a hill to another river body, etc., we can use on-board Internet of Things, remote sensing tools, and artificial intelligence that identifies the river and selects that spot for collection. And keeping in mind that once we've flown the route once and recorded the waypoints at each sampling stage, it's just a repeat flight each day, each week, each month, each year. So understanding that the first round of testing may be a little bit more cumbersome. It may have to be done under extended or line of sight operations. But once we have a really robust sampling, geolocated sampling network set up, it's just a repeat.
Fine. Thank you very much indeed, Ben. A very big hand, please. Wonderful to see the progress you're making, and a very ambitious plan there for coverage, so thank you. Next up is Kia. We'll introduce them once they've had a chance to set up, so they've got a few minutes to set up, and I'll introduce them.